All right, y'all. Sorry for the wait. No, Lil Wayne.
Or Rihanna.
I couldn't get over that one. David, hit that intro.
When you're not too busy, trying to waste some time. Watched every show, don't know where to go. You wish time would go by. I mean, I have a suggestion. Do whatever you want with it. It's not your first, but it's not your last. Your second favorite podcast. Your second favorite podcast. The show that is just for you. Your second favorite podcast. We're not doing it for the few. Your second favorite podcast. Conversation all over the place. Just sit back and relax. Your second favorite podcast. Your second favorite podcast.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Nico here, and welcome to your second favorite podcast episode, whatever that is. I'm gonna stop.
37.
Okay, if it is right, it's right. I'm gonna stop saying episodes just because I can edit the episodes and just like, hey, episode, bah. I don't need to say it all the time. But I'm your host, Nico, and I have my lovely girlfriend here, Miss Jada.
I'm done.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine, girl. Go ahead. It's your second favorite podcast. We eat on your second favorite podcast. This your second favorite podcast where we eat.
We do just need to do an episode of food on the table.
Food, just taste testing.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear this?
Disgusting.
Essentially, aren't we just an ASMR podcast?
Yeah. Yep. ASMR podcast. We gonna switch it up for y'all.
Right. That's our whole new brand. Your second favorite ASMR. Sorry, y'all. If you're a listener of every week, we've been messing up, and this should probably come out. This should probably come out either today, which is Thursday, or Friday. And my bad.
It's gonna come out today.
And like,
you ain't doing nothing.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, how long is it going to take to render?
Oh yeah.
It's be taking forever in 6 days. So I'm upload it as soon as possible to every single platform. Speaking of that, you can go to Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Anchor to listen to it audibly. Thanks. And I greatly appreciate it. And if you go to Apple Podcasts, leave us 5-star rating. That'd be so nice. I greatly appreciate it. How have you been, babe? We haven't talked since our last episode.
I want to see how far I could go.
I see.
What you mean? I've been going through a lot. Flip-floppy.
Flip-flopping.
It's a lot of things been happening.
Yeah. Free agency. NBA season has been crazy. I'm still trying to figure out where Melo's going to go.
Who cares?
Don't knock my stuff.
I'm not. That's why I stopped myself.
You thought about it though. You think about it too much. you ain't nobody care about your stupid sports. Ain't it weird though? I don't consider myself a sports guy just because I'm not like the passionate one.
No, I don't think that's weird.
I think it's like somebody say, "Man, the Chicago Bulls suck." I'm like, okay, I know they're going through a rebuilding process.
That's because you think of it that way.
I'm fine.
It's just they're rebuilding.
But if you like a true Lakers fan, you be like, man, y'all suck. Y'all now since y'all got LeBron, don't mean you think y'all gonna get any better. But we gonna be the best this year. We gonna be the best. We going to the finals. We gonna win 5 times.
You sound like Darren.
Yeah, he goes crazy too, but he defends anything. So
He sure does.
yeah, shout out to Darren.
Dean Carnes.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, but then I was like, no.
I thought you were. I felt it.
Yeah,
It's like he about to say
I hope so.
his last name.
Can you read my mind now?
No, it doesn't work like that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It works.
Oh man, you're not hot.
It's hot in here.
Thank you. The fan's behind you.
That's
if you want to put it on.
Why you gotta that fan in here?
Because I was hot.
Your AC broke?
No, it's just muggy. I didn't feel like turning on a whole AC unit just to to cool myself off. Because I'll put on the fan for a minute and I'm like, all right, too much.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes with me too. That's why I didn't want to put it on. But that just made me think when I said the air conditioner broke. He was wearing a visor one day.
A
Nicholas,
visor. I was
Nicholas
thinking of a
wearing
football
visor one
visor.
day, and his little poof was hanging out, and I was like, "You look like somebody that work at McDonald's." And I told you to say the ice cream machine broke.
Go ahead, do an impression of somebody working at a fast restaurant. My ice cream machine broke.
And your line is, "Ice cream machine is broke."
Oh man, you gave me a video idea. Just like do
That's how it
impressions.
goes.
Try to do impressions of things, and then it's like stuff like that. It's like, do your best impression of a fast food worker. The ice cream machine broke. I gotta think of some more of that one.
Well, so sorry to disappoint y'all, but Nicholas did not do his homework.
Hold on.
The last episode.
Hold on.
No, I don't want to wait.
I don't know if y'all. I think y'all can hear the fan.
Oh, that was your idea for
Well,
the fan.
can you?
Is that better? Oh, you can hear it in the audio?
Yeah, you can actually hear the audio. It's like,
Should fall for getting this cheap fan.
there ain't no cheap fan. Don't try to. First of all, a cheap fan you probably hear more of the mechanics than you hear the fan. If anything, you're gonna talk about cheap fan. So, what was you about to say?
You didn't do your homework because last episode it was next season on questions. That's basically what it was.
Oh, I was supposed to look up some questions.
No, you said we might do it, maybe not.
I need a tablet specifically for this podcast.
You know you're gonna use it for other things.
Yeah, obviously. I need just a tablet. Listen to me. When I get into my riches, please talk me out of that kind of stupid stuff.
Getting one thing.
For once, because I'm like, I don't want it to move. I want it just to be here when I need it.
Am I going to be somebody that can? Am I going to be that person who can convince you to not get things when you want it?
When I tell you ahead of time, knowing that I'm like, when it.
Go ahead, take your time.
It's too many words trying to come out at the same time. Okay, if I'm telling you like ahead of time like this, because I know I'm subject to do that, then yeah, you can talk me out of it.
So I could be like, when we were 23, you said.
How old do you think?
30.
I feel like we're like 40 if you're saying when we were 23.
No, just want to get a good.
Do you remember? You're not. I don't think you're gonna remember
time.
what you was doing at 23.
I don't even remember what I was doing at 18. So no.
Because 23 is a weird number because you're like, oh, I remember when I was 21. I remember when I was 25. Like people you hear that.
Yeah.
Like when people even like in their 30s, they'll be like, oh, when I was 21 or when I was 25. And I'm like, when I was 22.
Well, Taylor Swift
right.
made that a thing.
Oh, when I'm 22.
That was my anthem when I turned 22.
The hilarious thing, I didn't think about that song until a month before I turned 23. I was like,
Dang.
Dang.
Oh, you had all year to
I had
say
an all year just totally,
I think I was 21.
went by
when
it.
happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, listening to certain YouTubers, they be like, oh, you might be too young to know this, but, and they be like saying something that obviously I know. And I'm like, are they audience low? Like, they must have like mostly kids as their audience. To be like, oh, y'all might not know this, but I remember I used to watch Rocket Power. It used to be a Nickelodeon show. And I'd be like, who's their audience?
Rocket Power is old.
Yeah, but to have to state that, it's not one time I've heard that. Like for the past recent videos I've heard, people have been talking about stuff. It's always been like a reference to something that I know of, but I'm not really the typical person. But there's some kids that are young and know a lot of old songs. Like they know like Marvin Gaye and I was gonna say Tom Hanks, Barry White. Like, they know those songs. Just because their parents, I don't think that generation has gone too far away that no one would actually know it. Go ahead, babe. I feel like you want to say something else.
I was, but I lost it, and I just been thinking about it this whole time.
You should have just said it.
I did, but you started talking.
No, I mean like the Browns are gonna play in the Super Bowl. Something like that. Just say it out loud.
So inaccurate.
Yeah.
Not true.
And never gonna happen.
Why not?
Yeah. They've been a sorry franchise for the past.
Is that Ohio? The Browns?
Yeah. I was finna say, no, it's Cleveland. Yeah, it's Ohio. You hear a city so much, you forget about what state it's in.
True.
Like,
I think you said Massachusetts or something. I think you said Boston. You said something.
yeah,
up there.
like Boston. Yeah, I don't think of Massachusetts. I don't ever think of Massachusetts. Boston is such a big city; it might as well be turned into the state.
I think you said Baltimore too.
Yeah.
It was Maryland.
See, they're just weird states. They're just like, oh yeah, that is the city. Am I too loud? Like 12 minutes in, and I'm realizing I'm too loud. Sorry, y'all, if I was too loud.
I do need to take one ear out because somebody's suffocating me.
The headphones?
Yeah. A little. It's just hot in here.
Just want the audio listeners to, the headphones was suffocating her. She said somebody, so I didn't want you to think there was somebody like David in the room trying to suffocate. Go ahead.
That was it.
That's it?
That was all I got.
Have you ever watched E.T.?
I think a long time ago. I never liked it.
You know what E.T. stands for?
Entertainment television.
Go ahead. Replay that for the audience.
Entertainment television.
Entertainment television. Yeah. E.T. stands for entertainment television.
What does ET stand for?
Extraterrestrial.
Oh, I thought so. I was going to say intergalactic. Oh.
That was a good guitar sound. You know, there's a couple episodes of listening to you. I can like sample you and make you into a beat just because of the. I think about that.
Special.
I think about that Discovery commercial. I can't help but hear you now. Well, Mom said that you sound like that girl.
Oh, that lady.
That's the exact noise you be making.
I didn't think I sounded like that. That just made me feel special when she said that.
Oh, it's hot in here.
It is.
Could you turn the fan the opposite way?
You said you could just hear it, though.
Yeah.
So which way?
Turn it the opposite way. Like, turn it towards that wall. There you go. Let's see if that works. 1. Is that why I was hearing it so much? Put it on 1.
I had it on 2, yeah.
No, 1. That's 0. 1 is at the end.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
That, like,
the lowest is at the end. So you got to go through all that breeze. I think it's fine.
Okay.
You can't feel it? Can you
Let
feel
me
it?
get close to it. I mean, I feel the air, so it's good. It's better than what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I could feel like
it's funny because it's not even hot outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little chilly.
There's a thing like for like companies, they have servers where most of the time they can put that data on those servers, so anybody can have access into it inside the building if they're connected to the Ethernet or whatever. But a lot of times they need it to be cool, like they need to have fans on it, or it needs to have a fan inside the server little area.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's beneficial just to put it in the refrigerator. Just because, I mean, if they want it cold, but I'm pretty sure that probably messes up the other things that don't need to be full on cold. It might mess up joints and whatever. Just throwing it out there. I don't need you to answer it. Okay, so
because I ain't have one.
I did a ramble on this already, but the Rugrats is doing their little reboot crap. I'm sorry, it's not crap. I don't know yet. You know what? One thing I didn't hit on in that video that I'm mad that I didn't was I started talking about how Cartoon Network reboots and Nickelodeon reboots, how Nickelodeon's been doing it pretty good because they did not the reboots, but to update an old show.
Like what?
Like they didn't do a full on series, but the video they did with Rocko's Modern Life, they showed how like it's them now, and they started talking about how like
saw it.
Yeah,
it was good.
The video? You didn't see the video? It's like a 2 or 3 minute video.
Oh yeah, you did show that to me. I thought it was like the full thing. Okay.
No. It's
All
just
right,
that. So, it's a cool, and it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel uncomfortable. It didn't take off the characters. But the one that I didn't hit on was that Nickelodeon has been doing it good. Like, been doing good on that so far. Like, I didn't hear anything bad about the Hey Arnold movie, which I still haven't seen yet. They haven't heard anything bad from what they've restarted. Except for I ain't hear Double Dare either. Like, I don't know if anybody's like crazy about it, but I'm pretty sure it's just okay.
I'm sure it's just like that Raven thing.
Right. But like Cartoon Network, they've been kind of getting the most. Like Teen Titans Go, when they re-released that, everybody was like, I didn't like that because it's all goofy, and how much story it had with that, and the Power Rangers, the Powerpuff Girls, they try to make them a little bit up.
They did?
Yeah, they did it twice, actually.
Oh yeah, I did see the first one.
The first one was ugly.
Yes, disgusting.
Yeah, the second one looked good, but it's just the it didn't feel like Powerpuff Girls. It felt like a short at this point. It just felt like, oh, let's put some goofy stuff in this and have them twerk a little bit. You know, it was kind of like,
oh no.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't understand that. So Cartoon Network so far is not in the green, but Nickelodeon, pretty good so far.
Cartoon Network already seem like they're trying really hard just to appease to this generation.
Yeah.
And Nickelodeon's like, we're gonna stay where we're at, but we're gonna change up a little just to bring y'all back.
Right. And the most annoying thing about Cartoon Network is they would show so much reruns on their network, and they're just like, yeah, okay. Ooh, something new, a season.
Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Grandpa and then Grandma Auntie. It was like, well, it was Auntie Grandma, actually. But they did that, and then I'm like...
I'm just saying, our generation loved the regular show.
But I tried to figure out, were the shows... There's some shows that still hold up, but do we only appreciate them because we was in a mindset where, you know, we didn't really have much to appreciate, you know? Like, it's hard for someone grown to appreciate a show that they used to like that's been updated.
Oh yeah.
Unless done right, I guess. But I'm like, do we defend it or like it because it's our nostalgia, or it's just because it's something we, you know?
I think it's both.
But there's some people that don't like anything that's an updated version of what they used to watch.
Yeah, I don't want them touching Kim Possible.
Right. Yeah, but that's happening.
I know. I'm not gonna watch it.
It's so I don't understand the live action part.
I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want it.
I seriously should have saw this coming once they announced about.
I really want to see the Proud Family stuff, but
well, they ain't really been confirmed either. So
it's not. It's just this person I'm following is making it. I think he's doing it to good. Let me get a movie deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
everybody stick to your grind. Go ahead. Nobody
like all those pictures he took was from somebody else, and he's just posting them on that Twitter account.
Following the original.
No, it's a Twitter account that you're following that's been getting the most recognition for it, and people have been retweeting it because they like the whole thing of it. But that's just old pictures that's been somebody drew a while ago, and they just posting it up. I saw somebody say something about that. I don't know how true that is either, but it's
conversation.
Yeah, but I don't know, and I guess I should have saw this coming when Disney is doing the Lion King thing. So it's like, oh no, Jungle Book. That's probably the first one. I should have seen that coming. Disney doing something like that, but I don't. We don't need.
For some reason, I was thinking Under the Sea when you said the Jungle Book.
We don't need a live action Kim Possible, but hey, man, Disney, if you're really trying to do something with it, then do something. I just know how cheesy the product is, and Disney Channel has really always been cheesy.
But we ate it up.
Right, we ate it up as a kid, like especially like watching back Sweet Life. Like it fits exactly what the shows that are on now. It's not. It's more. It's entertaining because we remember it, and we're just like, I used to like this show.
Yeah.
But it's no different. But I do remember there was a weird point where I was like, oh, Disney Channel starting to have real people on there. I don't.
What you mean?
You remember? Because it was just like cartoon shows. Like, it was like, Kim Possible, Lilo and Stitch,
I remember
Doug,
just people.
Recess. Like, it had the shows. But then when you start hearing like Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven,
Yeah.
it started coming like that weird transition to being like, oh, this
That's
is
all
just,
I knew Disney Channel was.
Really?
Yeah, Disney movies and those real people. That's all I knew.
But I do remember like right before it was just cartoon movies and like those stuff, and then that weird transition where Xenon came in, and it was like, huh.
I'm gonna be really pissed if they do something to Hocus Pocus. They need to not touch that or Halloween Town.
Yeah.
I love those movies.
I got tired after the second one. There was the third Halloween Town, right? There was so many of them.
There's like 4.
Right. I remember.
I like all of them.
I remember when I saw Halloween Town, I was like, do they have Christmas?
Or Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. All those good movies. I like those. I know I like those. Like,
I know.
Or I like you said something about were you just watching it because you something? Or did you just like it because of the something?
Yeah, do you like it just because of nostalgia?
No. I knew I liked those movies because I can watch it again.
Yeah. And then some like, sometimes things take you back to your childhood and you like it so much because of that. Like Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
Not really a good movie, but it takes me back to my childhood.
It's not a good movie.
And I like it. I like watching it because it just reminds me of being a kid. And that's why it holds up.
Has LeBron done, because you know how Kevin Durant did that ugly ass movie?
Thundershock. Yeah, he
That
did
movie
that.
was terrible. I was like, what is this?
So the news came out that LeBron did sign a deal with Warner Brothers. So most likely we're going to see another Space Jam. Just like I was just talking about, hopefully they don't make it too up to date, because most cartoons that stand like they still are good to me, they didn't have to adapt what's going on around.
Yeah.
They didn't have to. But sometimes shows feel like they have to. Like, the only show that I think that would thrive on that is like Animaniacs. Like Animaniacs or Tiny Toons. They kind of used to implement, mainly Animaniacs used to do that. They'll do jokes about celebrities or famous people or whatever. And like I could see them talking about stuff that's going on now that's like jokey, or like, talk about the president or something. Like I could see them saying that. And it seems like that would still be funny because it was like a cartoon Saturday Night Live type thing in a way. But I could see them doing it. But other than that, I don't like when shows feel like they have to. Like, I don't want to see Bugs Bunny dab. I don't want to see, like Daffy Duck.
Yeah, that's dead.
I don't need to see that because it's like,
I better not see that.
you're funny because I know you're funny because you didn't do that
stick
stuff.
to who you are.
Right. But, do your innuendos. I get that. Looney Tunes can still do those and still make those little side jokes, but they don't. I don't need to do it. I don't need to.
They need to bring back dubstep.
I don't need to see Porky Pig shooting. Like, it'd be funny to see, but it's just like, don't do it, please. Don't do it. Maybe done the right way, they could. I'd be like, all right, whatever. Like they're talking about like how Black Panther. I feel like I'm talking so much. Like Black Panther. In that one scene, she says, "What are those?" That kind of was out of date when the movie came out, but at that time it was filming it. That was kind of the main thing to do. So stuff like that, no telling how long it's gonna take that movie to get done. But go ahead, babe.
Go ahead. What?
I don't know. I've been talking for so long.
Just keep talking. I don't know what to
It's
say.
because I'm so excited.
My sleepiness is kicking in.
Oh no.
I've
Hashtag.
been up since 7:30. I've been working all. I ain't have no day off since Tuesday of last week. The 24th of
January.
January, February, March, April,
We recording this February the 3rd, y'all.
July? Dang, stupid. You made me say January.
Stupid.
July, August. Yeah. The 24th of July was my last day off. Till today.
Comment below. Would you listen to a podcast that are people that's from the future? Would you listen to a podcast with people from the future? Like these are people that came from the future and they're talking about stuff that's about to happen.
Those people from Phil of the Future, like you know them.
Oh, yeah, but see shows like that though, Phil of the Future. But reason why I remember that is because Disney Channel was like really popular with those shows.
Yeah,
and I saw like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network start trying to do it.
Yeah,
and it was kind of like, yeah. Even though Nickelodeon kind of already was doing it, like shows like Guts and Pete and Are You Afraid of the Dark, like they already had those kind of shows already in there. But Cartoon Network tried, and I was like, nah, you're Cartoon Network. You shouldn't have any other type of shows in there. If it's not cartoon, it's on the wrong network. Sorry, Turner.
Did they go back to that Cartoon Network?
What, just like the name?
Just cartoons and not.
Yeah, they do number cartoons.
People
now.
in there.
Yeah, they do number cartoons now.
I think I just ripped my.
I haven't really watched any of those shows in a long time. I don't know. I don't ever really want to be those people that's like, no, I don't watch TV. I don't want to be that.
I turned into that person. I really don't. My cable box is off.
Yeah.
My TV is unplugged. I do not watch TV. I live stream on that laptop and watch Living Single. I'm stuck in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get out. I don't know when I'm gonna stop listening to Immature.
Speaking of Get Out, buddy that directed Get Out he cast the new people for Us. It's a movie called Us.
What's that supposed to be about?
I don't know.
Is the trailer made?
No, it just shows the characters, and they got these two twin white girls. Mm-hmm. Everybody's like, "Oh, I already don't trust the two white girls." They look kind of creepy though. I mean, like, they do kind of look a little creepy, but mostly, I don't know how he's gonna tell this story.
That's good. He was very creative.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing his thing. In other news, I'm so hot still.
Really? I'm cooling down.
Yeah, because you can feel the fan. You blocking it.
Well, you wanted me to sit over here. I didn't want to sit over here.
I want to sit over here so I can control everything. You like,
all you do is press the space bar. That's all you do.
I don't. Because that doesn't even start the recording. Oh, we changed the set a little bit. We didn't change the set. We moved over the other side of the room. I don't know why I said it like that. But if you want to see what we're talking about, go to youtube.com/justcallmenico. No T. JUSCALLMENICO.
They call me the METHOD man. He said, wow, Method Man. Oh, I got a blister.
I got blisters on me fingers.
You really ain't got nothing to talk about.
Would you be sad when SpongeBob ends?
I just keep catching the reruns. They're gonna do the same thing like they did with what's that show that got discontinued? And that's on Netflix right now.
Little Romeo?
No, that's on there.
No.
Oh. What was that show even about? It was just like random things.
It was. I think he wanted to be a rapper. I can't remember, but I think he wanted to be a rapper. And his dad was trying to help him. Whatever. I don't really remember the whole point of the show. It's just like watching Corey in the house. I was like, why was he in the White House?
Yeah.
I forgot why he was in the White House.
His dad was a cook there.
Yeah, because he was a cook.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason.
And Corey was the only one in living with his dad. That's because that's when Raven got to her breakdown.
Yeah, but
and the show was over. She was like in one episode.
Was his mom there?
No, she didn't stop. Like she been stopped going to That's a Raven. Because they said something about her grandmother. And she called off. Kept calling off for work. So she ended up quitting.
So
it was just Corey and his dad.
And they just
that was it. They played with that.
Did we not address it?
After they did, yeah.
Like, oh, you talking about like behind the scene type thing?
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about during the show.
They said that his mom was back in San Francisco with Raven and she was going to school. Something like that. I don't know if I'm right, so don't say no, that ain't true at all. I don't know if I'm right. I just remember him saying something about Raven, and then she came in one episode. I didn't really like that show because Corey was like, yeah, I didn't really.
Yeah, he didn't stand out to me as a main character.
Show wasn't about him. It's called Raven. I'm so protective over her.
I get it, but it's just like, there's some shows that you be like, I can see them having their own show. Like, yeah, I can. What's her name? Dang. I don't know. What is there? Has there been a successful
Successful.
spinoff?
Yanla Van Zant.
Which one was that?
She used to work with Oprah, and then she got her own show.
Like her own talk show?
Well, Yanla Van Zant is more like it is kind of like a talk. It to me is like a talk show, but it's more like reality TV showing people's lives and how she fixes them. But she started off with Oprah.
I'm thinking about like a sitcom or one of those shows.
What was that other one they did? It wasn't. For some reason I keep thinking of how they turned the show into a movie. And I'm like, some of those were not successful. Like the Lizzie McGuire movie, that was a good movie. But I'm trying to think of how they made shows into movies and they just flopped.
I enjoyed, when I was younger, Even Stevens movies. For some reason.
There was more than one?
Yeah, they had.
I just remember when they got pranked.
Yeah. Maybe that might have been the only one.
Yeah, honey.
That might have been the only one. I feel like
that was the one I did like, though.
Wait. Was the sister in another movie? Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, she was. Yeah, that's maybe what I'm seeing. That's probably what I'm seeing. Was she in the Lizzie McGuire movie?
No.
No?
She was in Raven, though. Raven's movie.
See, I see her, and that's why I keep thinking that it was in
I think it was
movie.
with her grandparents. It was when Raven was playing all those people trying to Eddie Murphy it.
Yeah.
She was in there somewhere doing something.
Okay.
And then when they did the Cross episodes, she was somebody's friend. I think I remember that. You had one job.
Yeah, I don't know how long that was gone. I'm sorry, y'all. But that's interesting. I think, yeah, I enjoyed the Even Steven movie. I think I like shows that take you on an adventure with characters that you like. I don't really remember really liking Even Steven's show. Yeah, kind of. Watching it back, you're just like, I don't remember none of these characters like this.
Watching it back, Even Stevens was very inappropriate. Not very inappropriate, but some things they would say they like slid it in there. Mm-hmm. It's like, whoa.
Gronk's New Groove wasn't a good spinoff.
Who's Gronk?
You remember Emperor's New Groove, right?
Yeah.
You remember the lackey for Elsa? Oh, not Elsa.
Crunk?
Is it Crunk?
It's Crunk.
What am I saying? Gronk?
Yeah, you said it with a G. It's a K.
Crunk?
Yes.
Is it not Gronk?
No, it's not.
Cronk's New Groove?
Yes, it's
Look that
Crunk.
up. Look that up.
She says Crunk. The Emperor needs his drink.
All right, my bad. Hey, whatever. That wasn't a good spinoff.
Yeah, no, that was terrible.
What was it?
Should have just left it. I think they tried to do stuff with Yzma too, when they knew she was kind of like a favorite.
Just because a character is funny doesn't mean they need their own show or need their own movie.
Tell that to Tyler Perry.
Who?
Tell that to Tyler Perry.
Oh, just because he's funny, he doesn't need
because he takes the people who are the most funny in his shows.
Oh, yeah,
and puts them in the
lady. He did that with the lady. She had her own show for a minute, didn't she? Yes, those people are funny because
with the context.
Yeah. Right, and you surrounded by a serious main character or something. Yeah. And you have them funny moments, those comic reliefs. But
Yeah.
to be the whole thing around that one person, it's like, what?
Some people love that show though, so I ain't going back on y'all. But
Yeah.
no,
It had its moments. It was like, yeah. But it felt like we had to laugh at everything she said. It didn't feel like I had to, but you do the laugh tracks. Of course, you want them to laugh at these points. Yeah, that's right. Oh well, I guess I can't really. I don't know if you consider this a spinoff, but the Flash was in Green Arrow, and then he has his own show. Is that considered a spinoff?
I don't know because I don't even know who Green Arrow is.
Green Arrow is a superhero in the DC universe. Okay.
I don't like DC or
Oh.
Marvel today.
We're Marvel today.
Every day, all year, every year of the week.
Name 5 characters with Marvel.
Hulk. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't ever rep Marvel.
Yes, I can.
Don't do that. You see this? I don't know if y'all can see this. I probably got the black
The
bars up.
Incredibles.
Why,
that was funny.
why would
to
you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say Incredible? If you can answer that, I probably would have gave it to you.
Because for some reason, when I saw it in the movie, I thought I saw Marvel come up.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? What were you thinking?
Because Disney owns Marvel. So
I knew you were going to say something like that. I was
Well,
like,
that
I
would've
don't
made
remember who owns who because I keep thinking Warner Brothers owns somebody and then Universal. I get them mixed up.
I asked somebody that was working with me, was like, I said, what's your favorite Disney animated movie? He was like, I would say, I think Toy Story. No, that's Pixar. And I was like, and then kept looking, he's like, I'm trying to figure out, I don't know. I was like, you can say Toy Story.
Yeah.
Pixar is Disney. Pixar is their own animated company, but they're under Disney. It's just you're so like. It's funny when you get to a point where you can't distinguish between DreamWorks and Disney and. Disney.
I got a good one. If you don't know if it's Disney or DreamWorks, figure out if there's a theme in the story. Then you got it. If the theme is like real serious and relates to your life, it's DreamWorks. If it's just nonsense, it's Disney.
If it's just nonsense, it's Disney.
Yeah, if it's just for entertainment, like Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty.
It seems funny because most of the movies I'm thinking of is Shrek. That's a bunch of nonsense.
Shrek is not nonsense. It teaches you how to not judge a book by its cover and how to love based upon your heart and not be what's it called? What's the word? Shallow.
So you think because they have more of a meaning at the end of it. Most Disney Pixar movies have a meaning at the end of it. So you think like Disney movies still have a meaning in it, but they don't.
I feel like Disney movies are more focused on appealing to children and with a lesson. But DreamWorks is just like, you going to get this lesson today for everybody. I don't know. I guess I'm taking Prince of Egypt too far. But that's all I can think of now.
Yeah. Probably what it is. Because I mostly
and
know.
Up. That was pretty inspirational.
I mean, like Cars. It does
That's
that.
DreamWorks?
No, it's Disney.
That was nonsense.
No, it's not. It teaches you a lesson about stop being so. If you can't be cocky, you have to stop being. You
Down
gotta,
to earth,
right?
Whatever.
Yeah, it was teaching you stuff like that. The Disney works hard to teach you lessons.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty at the same time, and I think people forget about that. Like what's that emotion movie?
Anastasia?
No, the one with the emotions.
Emoji.
Not emoji.
I know what you're saying. Not that one. I know with the people in the head and the
Yeah.
cartoons. Yeah. Okay.
That movie. It teaches you stuff in that too.
They sure do. Is that Disney?
Yeah.
I like that movie. And Trolls. Trolls is a good movie too. I thought it was gonna be terrible.
I think Trolls is DreamWorks.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. But I think Shrek was just supposed to be like poking fun at like Disney stuff.
You said that funny.
Shrek.
You said supposed to be.
Supposed to be poking fun at Disney just because of the characters they had in it.
Yeah.
It was all like it was the same kind of characters that Disney would have had, but they never scooped them up.
Yeah. Lord Farquaad. He huffed and he puffed and he signed in a fiction notice.
It's so funny when you said it. I probably wouldn't have thought that part was that funny.
It was hilarious. These Yanni would pick out small things and just laugh at them. It's weird.
I mean, now you got a boyfriend that does that, but you don't appreciate it.
No, I don't appreciate you at all. Don't do that on camera.
Oh man.
So you got?
I've been talking this whole time.
Come on, I've been talking the whole time. The last episode. I'm trying to say, I've talked an entire episode.
Come on, man. I talked the whole time, too. You did. Stop playing. Go ahead. Tell me something. Why'd you choose gray for your hair color?
It's platinum. It's white. It's not. This is gray.
Ooh, boy, I thought you flipped me off. I was like, you better flip it down.
This is gray. This is white. And you know, I was tired of doing them blue, and then there's a gray hair in my head.
Yeah, so you wanted to make it look like it's natural?
No. I was thinking, because my dad is like 40-something, and he has like a head full of gray hair. So I'm like, when I get 40-something, my head is probably going to be full of gray, so I might as well embrace it now.
It'll be fire.
Well, white hair, not gray hair. My dad has straight white hair. So I'm thinking, my hair is going to be white. Let me see how it looks.
Curly gray hair looks cool to me.
It is cute.
Only thing is, it just seems like it's dry.
Yeah, I'm scared if my hair thins out. I do not want my hair thinning out. It's going to be a terrible.
Thinning out.
It's going to be a sad day.
I promise to make sure.
I didn't mean to get claws.
Good.
It's supposed to be oval. I stick to oval. No, I just look like a witch.
Hope you don't break them.
They better not break. That's what I was trying to do.
I like my witch voice.
Are you gonna get the hocus? What pops are you gonna get that you sent me that you know I like?
The ones you like?
Yes.
I get the Coraline ones.
Okay. What about the hocus pocus ones?
I really didn't like Hocus Pocus, so I'll get it if you want it.
Yeah, come on now, don't spoil me. Buy me things.
All right, y'all. I'm glad y'all. No, I do want that Back to the Future one. I want that Marty, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that one.
I'm trying to think what. Oh, you said you what?
I don't think I'm be able to get that one. I think that's a Canada Expo exclusive.
So you're never gonna get that guy from Coming to America again?
No, man. No.
There's no more?
No. That was their whole stupid thing. Well, just trying to find the most obnoxious voice I could think of. Well,
there's nothing we can do.
Well, looks like you got it lost in the mail. So we don't have any more in stock. So we'll refund you. It'll take probably about 8 to 10 business days to refund you. And it take long at all to refund me. But it just took you forever to respond to my message. I was so angry. I was like, that's the only one that I was really looking forward to. Then I was like, okay, cool, because it's not like any other ones I got in here. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, I'll get it. And then it's like, nope, we don't have
Somebody took it from you.
Hey, boo-boo, somebody done took. We're going to take this Randy Watson.
That's weird.
It's annoying.
I think I'm going to eat Chipotle on my first 2 hours.
Of what?
Driving.
You gonna hurt yourself in the car.
I'm going to hurt myself in the car?
You're going to pass out. All terrible fumes.
Oh. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not going to make me gassy.
You think so? You want to end it now? They wait like 40-something minutes.
I'm going to Florida tomorrow.
When you coming back?
The 7th. I think that's Tuesday or Monday. I think it's Tuesday. Thanks for mentioning it. You ugly. You're a terrible host.
Listen.
Like, you can't go anywhere unless you get that together. the question thing.
See, like those situations though, I know you're playing, so it's easier to play along. But there's times when you're not playing like that. I mean, you don't have that tone, so I'm just like, is this real?
Okay.
Or it sounds playful, but it's like coming from a real place. If y'all like this video,
no. So was that jokey?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I said already.
Because I feel like I sound like Aaliyah now. Is that not sarcasm? Was that not it? We love you, Aaliyah.
Now you're going to get hate mail.
I sure am.
It would be funny if she starts sending in real mail.
I miss mail. All they send now is coupons and flyers. Nobody ever sends you a letter.
Boy, them credit card companies have no problem. You're like, babe, you got good credit. You want to shout out for our card?
Yeah. Here's $1,000.
Good credit, bad credit, no problem.
Your job is your credit.
Your job is your credit.
Or a pay stub.
As long as you're working, you can
approved.
You get approved.
Go ahead, take us home, Nikki.
Taking the shipping and handling.
What you want?
This is an infomercial, I was saying. But wait.
Double for free.
But wait. If you order now, you get our new state-of-the-art air freshener with no cost at all. Just extra shipping and handling. I hate it.
Just pay for the shipping and handling.
Just extra shipping and handling. Yes, 2 for the price of 1 with extra shipping and handling.
In little tiny letters with S and H.
I remember.
Like, what's S and H? Don't worry about it.
Super hype. $5.95. Super hype.
Weirdo.
And if you don't like it, you can send it right back with no questions asked.
You gotta pay for that shipping though.
Pay for shipping and handling though. But pay for shipping and handling.
Oh no.
I remember the first time I saw it was like free shipping plus handling.
I've never seen that before.
And so I was like, you got to be kidding me. Oh, free shipping, but you got to pay for the handling.
How much is handling? $4?
It was like $2. It was like $2 something. But that's hilarious to think that those are two different things. Like shipping and handling. Like, first of all, it's handling and shipping.
All right, I got a serious question. What is the difference between UPS and FedEx?
They're two different companies.
Like,
I don't know how to explain it, but they're the same. They do postal service.
they do the same thing.
But
it's just two different companies.
Two different companies.
What makes a company use FedEx and rather than UPS?
Depending on the business deal. Sometimes certain companies only deliver through UPS and only deliver through FedEx.
Huh.
It's just a preference or whoever the company signed up through.
Because sometimes, like, UPS will send it to the postal service. And I'm like, why? Why don't you just drop it off?
Right. Or it's just like sometimes, like Amazon, they don't have a FedEx or da-da-da. It's like whoever you bought it through. But I think their warehouse sometimes is either postal service or UPS. But I don't think there's really a preference in between those two either.
I'm just thinking those dot things that you press to refill.
Oh, you talking about those buttons?
That's like...
Not a sponsor.
Yeah. Those are going to be so in demand in the future. I feel like people are going to be like, we need doctors, nurses, and mail carriers.
But they've been out for so long. How long do you think it would kick in?
They've been out for that long?
They've been out for a minute. Like that one video. You didn't see me watch it. There's one video I watched. It was like they made it like 2 or 3 years ago. Oh, that's my phone.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But it's a cool little thing. Listen, I think those things are for people that are not worried about money. They got that money just sitting in an account.
Yep.
They don't have to look at it. And they just press the button every time.
Check my account every day.
Every minute. You know, sometimes maybe it was late.
Like, it's so funny because it's like I know how much is in there, but I'm like, hold on. Let me check. Let me make sure.
Maybe a late check coming in. I don't know. Maybe they didn't give me a full amount.
Maybe it was rollover.
Maybe just roll up. Maybe
I miss rollback minutes.
That's hilarious.
Rollover minutes.
I remember we accumulated like 6,000 rollover minutes. My mom was like, You better use those minutes. I was like,
oh my
and
god.
we couldn't get on the phone until like 9 or 7
Yeah.
or something like that.
It was sometime late. Like, call me after 9.
Yeah,
My minutes are free.
Oh, you called me. You called me too early. I'm on there for like a couple minutes. I'm like, I mean, you gotta come by at 9 o'clock. I can't stay on the phone.
My minutes, I got like 15 minutes.
Call me on the house phone.
Yo, that's
Call me on
crazy.
the
It
house
seems so stupid that we paid for minutes on a phone. Like, who talks for that?
You know the
What
next.
if I have a long conversation?
You know our next stupid thing that we're doing
Use that landline. What?
is paying for internet. That's another stupid thing that we're doing.
Why? It's a
We
service.
Yeah, but we shouldn't. The thing is, we have to pay for faster internet,
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
and it don't even give you the fastest. It's just
No,
enough to get you by.
I don't like Xfinity. So
There's people that got, I think it's gigs or terabyte. I can't know. It's like 1 terabyte per second or 1 gigabyte per second in other countries. I know, like Scotland, they got it. It's like, this is ridiculous, man. You know how fast I can upload a video if it's 1 terabyte a second or 1 gig.
they
Even if
not?
it's 1 gig,
they don't sell that out here.
No, they stingy over here, trying to be.
Well, they know they gonna make a killing if they do. So
And exactly because they like Xfinity, not a sponsor. Well, not at this point because it ain't gonna sound like it.
yeah,
So Xfinity is like you can't get just internet because they know how streaming services, people just living off of streaming.
yeah.
So they're
you
like,
gotta get a bundle.
you have to. If not, they're gonna pay you $100-some. It's as much as you just having cable.
Yeah,
So it's like,
might as well get your damn cable.
yeah, they make you say might as well. Or the people that just sell internet still charge you like not $100 just to.
Yeah, that's the limit I'm having trying to get this place. Cause I already have a phone, and they're like, you can save a lot just getting DirecTV.
DirecTV.
And I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They make you say whatever, and now you paying extra money. It's like,
And using something I don't need, phone, internet, and
all right, that's
cable.
like including your it was including gym time and your college stuff, and you don't even go to the gym. Like,
Yes.
all I'm doing is going to classes. Stop
I
trying to
hate
charge
that
me.
athletics fee.
I'm not going there.
I'm not going to any game. I'm tired. What is this athletics fee for if I'm not an athlete?
I remember someone asked me, "You going to the basketball game?" I'm like, I didn't even know we had a basketball
Right?
team.
We got a team?
We got a team.
The Knights. Oh.
It's like, oh, well, nope. But they're
No.
gonna be at Rome. They going down there. But yeah,
Ridiculous.
that's ridiculous, man. So, y'all,
for
moral of the
internet.
story is get successful enough where you can make your own internet company and charge everybody just for internet $50 a pop. Make a killing. It might mess you up in the long run, but there you go.
What's weird is I hate Xfinity because I knew what they were doing. They were messing up our internet or stopping it so we can call a technician, pay $50. And all he did was call them on the phone and tell them to fix it. I watched him. He didn't do anything.
He was like, "Hey, y'all, I'm here. Just go ahead and turn it on."
Yeah.
I was here for about 3 hours. Go ahead, turn it on. All right, looks
I
like
made it look
everything's
like
fine.
I pushed some cords.
Yeah, I messed around a little bit. I told him that all it was just we just had to restart the modem.
Oh my
They
god.
do that. They used to do that junk for our AC unit. Like, I swear they just play with the AC unit a little bit and be like, "Well, we don't have the part," and then we'll come back.
Now
and
you
then,
gotta wait a week without air.
oh, all it was just a little screw. We just needed one screw.
Did y'all go to a different company and they fixed it?
They was the other company was the ones that tell us they wasn't fixing it. They was just like keeping it running for whatever reason and not fixing it. That's why we like it was like next week the AC's messed up again. It's like, what's going on? Well, the guy was like, it's because they're not fixing it. They're just keeping it running for the time being. They're not replacing the part.
So you can keep calling.
Keep calling them.
Okay, so first, the initial company you had was just letting it run. And then y'all got another person to look at it? Okay.
People look at it. And then they fixed it. We ain't no problem since. He's like, yeah, some companies just try to get you in this
I'd have
loop.
been mad as hell.
Right. But you can't, you don't know because you don't know what to do.
You're trying to make it seem like I'm ignorant. No,
Right.
if something keep breaking.
So moral of the story, kids, learn what you're doing so you can know what you're paying other people to do.
Yeah. For another lesson, go back to our old videos where I was talking about my car issues.
Yeah.
Where I got finessed.
Exactly. Like, I can't stand like, car people that be like, oh, well, it looks like you might need a dabba-da-dooba-dooba. And it's like,
Do I-
somebody else like, why would you need that?
In the words of Tracy, do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? Because I ain't.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say Trey Songs. It's the only Trey I know.
Yeah.
If you like this
My stepdad used to call her that. Trey. Sad when parents get divorced. Not really.
If you like this video, be sure to sorry to leave us on this note.
I want to watch Hunger Games. I hope my cousin. She does have cable. I think I'm gonna watch it at her house.
She does have cable.
Hey, yeah, go take us home.
Sure. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Be sure to check out the other videos on this channel. Check out my recent Nico Rambles video. I'm about to make more. I greatly appreciate it. Bye-bye.